From the Delhi studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Arnab Goswami on The Debate at 10, powered by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group.
Ladies and gentlemen, when 9 leaders resign within a span of 2 days, it puts the spotlight on the party leadership and their connect with the grassroots cadre. Mamata Banerjee is facing the biggest crisis in her party at a time when Union Home Minister Amit Shah is ready to storm the state of Bengal. Here is what happened today. A run-up to the next 2 days of campaigning by Amit Shah, and then tonight, the big Bengal debate.
Kabirul Islam, a leader from TMC's minority cell. Banashri Mehti, MLA from Uttarkanti. Sheelbhadra Datta, MLA from Barakpur. Fresh defections have stung Trinamool Congress party in election year.
कल रात में मेल में भेजा दिया, अभी सुबह लेटर भी भेज दिया.
With barely a few hours for Amit Shah's Bengal campaign, the TMC is feeling the jolt.
कयास ये भी लगाया जा रहा है कि ये जो नेता हैं जो तृणमूल कांग्रेस छोड़ के आए हैं, ये अमित शाह से मिल सकते हैं, और अगर ये अमित शाह से मिलते हैं तो ये भी है कि वो भारतीय जनता पार्टी भी ज्वाइन करेंगे, जो कि एक और बहुत बड़ा झटका तृणमूल कांग्रेस को चुनाव से पहले होने वाला है.
But TMC's loss could be BJP's gain. Sources say the TMC rebels could soon join the Saffron Party, and BJP is predicting more resignations in the days to come.
मुझे जहां तक मेरे पास जो सूचना है, जनवरी मध्य तक ये सरकार जो है अल्पमत में आ जाएगी, और तकरीबन 60 से 65 एमएलए ये जनवरी मध्य तक रिजाइन कर देंगे.
Shaken by rebellion in her party, Mamata is daring the centre. She has moved to Supreme Court over her tussle with the MHA on transfer of IPS officers.
पार्टी के ही लोगों का विश्वास ममता बनर्जी के ऊपर से उठ चुका है, क्योंकि वो दीदी नहीं, अब दादागिरी वाली सरकार चलाती हैं, और नाव में जितने सुराख हो रहे हैं एक के बाद दूसरा, ये केवल नाव को डुबाने का काम करेंगी. ममता बनर्जी जी की नाव डूबने जा रही है.
If the centre is within its jurisdiction, can Mamata cry foul? Is Mamata's move a reflection of desperation as the party faces crisis? With either side refusing to back off and back-to-back defections, the Bengal clash is the most anticipated battle in 2021. Let's debate.
Okay. Bengal is the big debate once again tonight. The hashtag is Shah storms Bengal. Now, how do you stop this storm? How do you stop this storm? Mamata Banerjee wants to know. You can't stop this storm. It's not only about Shubhendu Adhikari. Everybody is leaving the Trinamool Congress. And let me tell you, Anirban, and you don't have to look so lost and desolate. Vicky Saha is a political analyst, supports the Trinamool Congress. Joydeep Mukherjee, don't look upset. Abdul Razak Khan and Sumit Bhaumik and Professor Sangeet Ragi and Vinay Singh, Rajat Sethi, Smita Prakash and Sanju Verma. Big debate tonight. You know, Anirban, do you think anybody likes to see a political party drowning in this manner? Do you think anybody enjoys it? Do you think Rajat enjoys it? Do you think anybody feels happy to see a political party on the eve of an election vaporize and evaporate? Are you liking it? No, everybody feels bad. Rajat feels bad. We feel bad. Everyone feels bad. But it's happening. Every 7 hours, one big Trinamool leader or one MLA leaves. Now let us calculate. 30 days, 2 MLAs leave every day, 60 MLAs gone in 1 month. Government, minority. What will you do then? Where will you go? Will you attack the governor then? No, my question is, first of all, you need to understand nobody's enjoying this. It's sad.
I would say, Arnav.
Yes, okay, Anirban, open the debate with Rajat.
If wishes were horses, beggars would ride. Right. Therefore, in Bangla...
Audio. Yes.
I hope you can hear me. What I said was that if wishes were horses, beggars would ride. In Bangla, we have got a proverb.
Okay. How original?
Right. Shokuner nojore goru more na. So therefore, however much the BJP, their patronizers, their well-wishers might wish that the Trinamool Congress is going to just simply vaporize away before the elections, they are in for a rude shock, my friend, because this election, it is going to be a tough fight, and there will be a fight. I can assure you of that. And the TMC depends on only one person for their entire existence. It is Mamata Banerjee. She is the person who has formed this party. She is the person who has taken it to the principal opposition role. She is the person who has taken it to the government as well, and twice consecutively. And it is going to be a third time as far as the ground reality is concerned.
Before you make that claim, Anirban, if wishes were horses, Mamata Banerjee would have the third tenure. But unfortunately, her cycle of tyranny is now coming to a dead end. Beyond this, she doesn't see a political future. You will see that gradually how CPM went into a complete kind of abandonment from West Bengal. You will see a similar thing when the public rises up against Mamata Banerjee this time. She has her paap ka ghada is completely full. What she has done mercilessly to various political workers who do not fall in line with her political party's ideology, all of those departed souls, Anirban, are looking and waiting for justice, for God's justice. See, this is not a political battle, Anirban. No, Anirban. See, even you are wishing, Anirban, that Mamata Banerjee is going to get a third term. No, I'll tell you the reason. This matter is not a political matter anymore. This matter is about seeking justice, and God is giving justice. It is a justice for at least 200 people who have lost lives mercilessly at the hand of one woman and the arrogance of one woman. This single woman destroyed the entire fabric, the social fabric of West Bengal. Sir, Mamata Banerjee, she was, I agree with you, she was the face of the movement. West Bengal hoped that she is going to push the state beyond the political violent culture of the left. People had hope from her. I'm telling you, sir, I was in West Bengal.
BJP, who has come up from a mass movement.
I was studying at Kharagpur.
Just a single name, Rajat. Just a single name.
Sir, please give me one. Sir, I was studying at Kharagpur when Didi, her movement was at her peak. We used to see hope through her. West Bengal saw hope through her. But what happened was that she transformed herself in these 10 years, and she became a replica of what she fought for.
Give me a single name of a state BJP leader.
You will continue to
give me a single name of a state BJP leader who has connected with the masses. Who is your chief ministerial face? Who is the chief minister face of the BJP?
I'll tell you. Sir, please allow me a second. I have seen how the politics of the Eastern India has shaped. We have removed 15
Vinay is also on the debate,
25 years of government. I can tell you, people want hope. They don't want face.
Let's open the debate.
Who will you pit against Mamata Banerjee?
The biggest myth is
who is the
Vinay Razak.
Mamata Banerjee is a pan-West Bengal leader. She is not a pan-West Bengal leader. Mamata Banerjee is not a pan-West Bengal leader. TMC is in fact a conglomeration of several leaders having clout in several areas. And why just TMC leaders? The leaders from CPIM are also joining BJP. Look at the case of Haldia MLA Tapsi Mandal. She has announced to come to BJP. And why just TMC? All the other parties, they are willing to join BJP. And you must look at the case of
Anirban,
MP, Mr.
Razak,
Arjun Singh.
Anirban, calm down, Anirban.
He was
Calm down, Anirban. As I began by saying, nobody is enjoying what's happening to Trinamool.
BJP, he is a criminal. He is being raided Arnab every second day. Every second day Arjun Singh is raided.
Okay,
2 days
okay.
before
Now,
he has been raided.
now,
He was in
now,
TMC, he
now,
was a
now
raided
the
political
now I'd like to bring in everyone into the debate. 1 minute. Why are you getting worked up? Please, Biki Saha will now and Joydeep Mukherjee. Biki Saha and Joydeep Mukherjee will now debate. Please calm down with Sanju Verma and Smita Prakash. We have a hashtag Shah Storms Bengal, and I want to just tell you one thing: Biki Saha and Joydeep Mukherjee. The Trinamool Congress had an emergency meeting today. Firhad Hakim, Subrato Banerjee, Abhishek Banerjee were sitting along with Prashant Kishore. And the whole thing was, what do we do? At the end of the meeting today, Mr. Joydeep Mukherjee and Biki Saha, the party had no solution. In fact, the only discussion was whether any of the members who were in the meeting were also going to quit tomorrow.
No. In the end of the debate, I can say only one thing.
So, Suvendu Adhikari is joining the BJP tomorrow. If Suvendu Adhikari joins the BJP tomorrow, what are you going to do next?
So
what?
So what?
Okay, why do you say so what? It doesn't matter to you?
With respect, I am just...
Explain so what?
It is my prediction that Trinamool Congress party will form the government for third time in the West Bengal in the coming election. It is because the Trinamool Congress, the only leader is Mamta Banerjee. She is a mass leader, and the last 10 years, what she did for the peoples of the downtrodden peoples of the West Bengal, the development work, on the basis of the development work, the people of West Bengal will cast their vote in favor of Mamta Bandyopadhyay. And the opposition leader, those who are claiming that...
So then tell me, sir, pardon me. So then please tell me, why were there 5 resignations in Malda? Why were the 5 Trinamool Congress presidents in various parts of Malda, why did they quit?
Let me speak.
Why is everybody leaving?
This question, Arnab Goswami.
No, nobody is leaving. They are the small figure of the local area.
No matters who are leaving and who is inside the party. There is no problem who are.
So I can say only one thing to
there is no hurry.
May I come in, please?
Be confident that Trinamool Congress will cross the 225 seats in the next
Audio is not very clear. Yeah.
Election.
Oh my God. No.
You are making claims.
There's no way you will cross 225. Let me tell you very categorically. Trinamool Congress is today a sinking ship. It is a sinking ship. Suvendu Adhikari is not just another MLA or MLC. Suvendu Adhikari controls constituencies in Bankura, East Midnapur, West Midnapur, Purulia. Suvendu Adhikari controls 110 assembly constituencies indirectly, and his direct influence is across 60 to 70 assembly constituencies. Point number 1. Point number 2. The fact of the matter is that there is huge amount of infighting within the Trinamool Congress with your Consumer Affairs Minister Sadhan Pandey directly accusing Firhad Hakim, your Urban Development Minister, of gross corruption. Point number 3. People do not like the fact that Prashant Kishore, who has 0 base in West Bengal, was simply shafted and parachuted into the Trinamool Congress, and now he's overriding everybody, which certainly has not gone down well with the masses within your Trinamool Congress. Point number 4, in terms of governance, Trinamool Congress is 0. In terms of transparency, Trinamool Congress is 0. In terms of corruption, Trinamool Congress is 10 out of 10.
Who said that in the transparency issue?
Trinamool Congress is 0. In terms of connect with the masses. Trinamool Congress is zero. Mamata Banerjee today
if there is no development, why the things are changed like this?
Abhishek Banerjee,
you go to Jongal Mahal, you go to Bankura, you go to Bishnupur, you go to Medinipur, and please watch out what Trinamool Congress government have done.
Confined to her ivory tower, and her nephew
come to visit Bengal, visit the rural, visit the urban. You can see the change.
You cannot have leaders who run states by proxy, and that is precisely the reason.
Okay, thank you. I'd like Sumir Bhaumik to come in with Smita Prakash. My own sense is, Sumir Bhaumik, that the TMC is fraying at the seams. Am I correct? Or is this being overinterpreted? You see the number of people going. You had 9 resignations in 48 hours, and you had 3 MLAs within 24 hours quitting. Is this going to have an impact before the election, or is this
there is no denying the fact that there is a very serious factional problem within the Trinamool Congress, and this is the most serious factional problem. The party has seen factional squabbles in the past also, not the least when Mukul Roy left, whatever the reason, but the point now is closer to election, and this is seen as some kind of a watershed actually, where people who think they should leave are now leaving because they think Shubhendu Adhikari leaving and formally joining the BJP is an opportunity that those of them who can come now and join the BJP will get noticed by the BJP leadership and will get some kind of position. At least they will get their tickets to fight election, because don't forget, one of the major issue here for Shubhendu Adhikari and all these people who are leaving Trinamool is to ensure, especially the MLAs who are leaving, that they should get BJP tickets. And it's not going to be easy, because you try to understand the predicament that place, let us say, Shubhendu's stuff, Midnapur, where he has been fighting so long as a Trinamool general, and the BJP has had their own people who have been fighting him. Now, if Shubhendu comes in and BJP gives all the ticket to Shubhendu's people, where are those BJP guys going to go? So there is a serious problem for the BJP as well in this large-scale desertion and defection. That these guys who are coming over to the BJP are going to pose a problem for Mr. Amit Shah as well, because Mr. Amit Shah, if he has to accommodate all these people, and they will be expecting that, then we'll have to leave out some of his own trusted lieutenants or his own people who have been fighting the Didi's forces so long. So there is a problem.
For the last 10 years,
large-scale defection from the Trinamool is both an advantage for the BJP, but also a big problem for the BJP. So don't underestimate, both the plus and the minus side of this large-scale defection. But having said that, yes, Didi is facing a very serious problem, perhaps the most serious factional problem that Trinamool Congress has faced so far. This is number one. Number two, I think the point that has to be made fairly clearly is that all these people, the BJP is going to have a bit of a problem because their core is RSS, very disciplined, very organized, but then they are having to depend for electoral reasons on a lot of these people who have come from different backgrounds. Some has come from a left background, some is coming from a Trinamool background, and the Trinamool guys are originally Congress people. So they bring to BJP now, which has become a mass party with a lot of members, they bring different political cultures, and accommodating these 3 different political cultures, the leftist culture, the RSS culture, and the typical Congress Trinamool kind of culture is not going to be easy. It's going to pose a lot of challenge for the BJP leadership as well, and it's going to tax even someone like Mr. Amit Shah, who is quite sort of
some of those issues. Okay. My only point of divergence with you, as usual, Mr. Bhaumik, because the third time you're on my show, each time I have this one point of divergence with you, is that while I agree with you in some of the initial points you made, I believe the whole cultural issue is something that they will sort. If they win the election, there is a lot of time to sort that out. But that's another matter. So I think we need to differentiate the immediate from the long term. Smita wanted to come into the debate.
The immediate
Smita?
issue is the seats. Arnav, don't forget. All these people who come with Subhendu will expect that they will be nominated to fight for the
I waited
BJP.
patiently for
These
my
guys
turn.
are all about power politics. They are not going to come to BJP just
Mr.
because
Bhaumik,
Trinamool is bad and BJP is great. They are coming to BJP for their own sake. And if they are left out and they don't get nomination, they're going to be unhappy. So, it's not a long-term thing. It's an immediate problem, sir.
Okay.
Sorry, Smita. Sorry.
Okay. Arnab, I have this feeling of deja vu when I'm discussing this with you today, because we had almost the similar kind of thing when we discussed Hemanta Biswa Sarma. It's exactly similar to what Suvendu Adhikari is moving from TMC has become. Same kind of arguments which Mr. Bhaumik is making today about the culture of the Congress. I mean, if you actually go to see what was TMC's culture, it just evolved over time because she came from the Congress. And she had people from the left coming in. So the culture evolves. Yes, BJP has now become this big mega party with so many people from different parties who have come in. So they will have to, come to terms with different ideologies which have seeped into their party. But coming back to Suvendu, the fact is that he has his grip over rural Bengal, and folklore has it that almost 60 constituencies is where he has a grip. Now, if he was to come in, if he comes in into the BJP, it will be exactly like what Hemanta Biswa Sarma did to Assam. Now, to keep for a chief minister, him or her, whoever it is, to keep the flock together for more than 10 years, it's not going to, it was never an easy task. And to top it all, this number 2, number 3 in the party, they don't see, a future in the party because she's going to be there, whether she wins or she loses, she's going to be all in all. Sarve Sarva of the party. So, ask Sonia Gandhi. She hasn't found a lieutenant after Ahmed Patel went away. So how is Mamata going to find somebody to replace? It's not going to be easy, for her to do that. While everybody agrees, even her detractors agree, to defeat her is no mean task. She is a force. But then at this, and as Mr. Bhaumik pointed out, somebody else pointed out that BJP doesn't really have one face. Is it going to be Dilip Ghosh or is it going to be Adhikari? Who will be the chief minister candidate as opposed to Mamata Banerjee? But at the same time, just remember that her autocratic style has left so many chinks in the armor of the TMC that it is like a sinking ship right now for many people who are seeing no future in this party, that she may not actually win and they might see an opening in the BJP. I think Amit Shah's visit is going to be extremely important. If you may give me just 10 seconds more, I think it's very significant that he is going to Midnapur and he will pay homage to Khudiram Bose. Yeah, Khudiram Bose, Arnab, if you and I remember our history books, he was categorized as extremist. We all grew up saying the moderates were the great guys. But Khudiram Bose was an extremist. You forget, when we were studying history, this is what it was. He was a freedom fighter who thought British rule in India was extremism. But our teachers didn't teach that, did they? We all came from the kind of education, the elite education system where they were extremists. Now there is a rewriting of history which is taking place, that they were not extremists. They were freedom fighters who have to be given their due respect in the country today, and not just as a Bengal leader, as a freedom fighter for India.
In Bengal, he was always a diplomat. Means revolution.
He was, sir. 2014, the textbook in Bengal said that he was an extremist.
I'll tell you, no. But the textbooks, but the textbooks.
Please Google
but the textbooks, again on an aside, the textbooks written by Bordis, who got professorships at JNU, even describe Bhagat Singh as an extremist. So let me not go there. Khudiram and Bhagat Singh all were called extremists as far as the Congress hagiographers were concerned. Going back to the issue, Sangeet Ragi, let me draw you in on the practical problem that Sumit Bhaumik raised.
And he pays.
No, 1 minute.
Let me speak on the issue, please.
What did when Khudiram Bose was laying down his life for the freedom of this country, what was the RSS doing? Now that Amit Shah is going to felicitate Khudiram Bose, What did his political
Okay,
forefathers
Professor Sangeet Ragi can take that on. Professor
I waited
Sangeet
for
Ragi.
my turn. Can I speak, sir?
Yes, Mr. Ragi, please.
Yes or no?
Yeah, Sangeet Ragi.
Trying to get out of Andaman jail.
No, what was the role of the RSS in the freedom movement?
Yeah, what is the role of the Trinamool Congress in the freedom movement? Sorry, I also have an answer for you. What is the role of the Trinamool Congress in the freedom movement? What is the role of the Trinamool Congress in the freedom movement? You want to own everything. What is the role of the Trinamool Congress in the culture of Bengal? You want to own Rabindranath Tagore, who is from Trinamool Congress? Satyajit Ray is from Trinamool Congress? You want to own Netaji? You want to own the freedom movement? What on earth are you talking about? Anirban, you are embarrassing me. Anirban,
what did the RSS do?
Please tell me.
The RSS,
can I come in?
is an embarrassment to us.
What did you do?
In the freedom movement?
I
was born
Arnav,
in
can I come in
Focus
now?
on your
Arnav,
party which is
I want to
sinking.
respond.
A simple question, what did the RSS do during the freedom movement?
Arnav,
Apart from helping the British, what did they do?
Anirban, I waited for. Anirban, please, this is unfair. Anirban, this is unfair. Allow me to speak.
Unfair?
Allow me to speak.
What unfair?
Let me tell you.
Just enlighten
Let
us
me
on what
let
did
me
the
tell you.
RSS do during the freedom
Sir,
movement?
sir,
A single martyr from the RSS.
sir,
A single martyr.
Sir, can you allow me? Can you allow me?
Yes,
Can
sir,
you allow me?
please go on.
Cultural
A single martyr
nationalism
from the
is the
RSS.
core culture. Oh my God. Cultural
only one
nationalism is the core
Sangeet
of
sir,
the
only one
BJP,
single name.
also the
I am not
RSS
asking for
ideology.
398.
Please, sir,
I am
please allow
asking
me.
for a single name. Yes, I am allowing you. Give me a single name of an RSS martyr in the freedom movement. A single name. We are all waiting, sir. The nation
Trinamool
wants to know.
Congress,
Give me a
Mamata
single name
Banerjee
of a Trinamool leader
fought
in the
election
freedom movement.
for fodder.
Yeah, the nation
Trinamool
wants to know.
Congress,
Give me the name of a single Trinamool leader in the freedom movement.
No,
Yes, I will give you the answer.
no, I just
Please,
want to
Sangeet
know.
Ragi, sir,
Sonia Gandhi,
give us a single
Sonia
name.
Gandhi,
First,
Sonia
RSS
Gandhi,
martyr
did
one.
Sonia Gandhi. Please, why you are
What
behaving
Sonia
like a
Gandhi?
ruffian?
No,
now,
we are-
now let me
according
tell
to
you,
you,
you are
we are
behaving in the most
anti-national.
uncivilized manner.
According to you, we
You are not allowing to
you are
speak
the
others.
biggest patriot, right? Give me a single name of an RSS martyr during the freedom movement.
You are
One name only.
behaving. No. This is idiotic.
Don't
What you are
complicate
doing
the argument.
is
Don't
just trying to
complicate the
derail.
argument. A
Just
single
trying
name
to
is what
derail.
I'm asking
You
for.
have no guts.
Come on now,
You have no
you made
guts
your
to
point. How
listen
many
to me.
times would you want to repeat yourself?
The matter of
He is incapable of answering the
please
question.
allow
Just because
me.
everybody
Arnav,
is
this
leaving your party.
unfair.
Why can't he answer? Why can't he answer? Because the answer is...
I have allowed you. You continue speaking. Stop heckling. Come on, let's take the debate forward. Come on now. There are many panelists who are still waiting. One second. Rajat, wait a minute. Let him respond and then I'll come back to you all. You're getting nervous a day before Amit Shah is reaching. What will you do tomorrow?
Arnav, Trinamool Congress is a sinking boat and
That's a
nobody
nervous
wants
laugh.
to sit in a sinking boat. Why this has happened? Why has it happened? It is primarily because Mamata Banerjee has mastered the cult of political terrorism. And this political terrorism is extension of communist Islamic radical terrorism, which was executed by the communists. The people of West Bengal voted. The people of West Bengal voted in favor of Mamata Banerjee, not that she will be executing things like Malda and Basirghat. Noakhali had happened in Bengal, and the people of Bengal accepted partition. People of Bengal accepted partition, that Noakhali will not be repeated in Bengal. But Trinamool Congress allowed Malda and Basirghat to happen. Now the important is whether 30% Muslims will be controlling the politics of Bengal, or the 70% Hindu will be dictating the terms of politics in Bengal. That is going to happen, and that is why You know, that is why, because the Hindus of West Bengal has decided to defeat you comprehensively. That is why you are perplexed. Because Owaisi is coming, the second Jinnah is coming, landing on the soil of West Bengal. He is going to take away the votes of all the Muslims who you have cultivated as a vote bank in the last 10 years. Now the Hindus have started deserting you. And here is the problem, that you will be left with no votes at all. You are not going to win the election of West Bengal at all. It is going to be a historic election.
You discounted the opposition saying they are sinking ships. What happened in Maharashtra? It is for you to see. This is the illusion that you create that people are quitting, 20
Abbas,
are quitting,
it is not
40
Maharashtra.
are quitting, 60 are quitting.
Abbas, it is not Maharashtra. I am telling you.
It happens in every industry, every sector.
Abbas, it is not going to be Maharashtra.
Go the way they want.
For simple reason,
so let us not
that people of Bengal, Hindus of Bengal particularly have faced Malda and Wasirghas. Just Noakhali had happened in 1946.
Why are you bringing the Hindu
The people of West Bengal and particularly all the nationalist forces will not forget this.
Even the elections have not
The people of West Bengal will not forget
70% Hindus, 30%
radical Islamization is taking place, getting grounds on the soil of West Bengal.
Can't you talk secular?
Forget this.
Can't you
and
talk
they will be comprehensively defeating these elements.
Sumit Bhaumik is back on the debate. Sumit Bhaumik on the right. Sumit Bhaumik. Okay, now Sumit Bhaumik raised the issue earlier. Sumit Bhaumik back on the debate. Let's get Sanju with Sumit Bhaumik on the one point which Sumit Bhaumik raised. Allow me to anchor the program, please. All you people are getting so involved in the debate that you're forgetting the anchor. Sumit Bhaumik said a while earlier, Sanju, that you are getting everybody and anybody into the BJP. You will have trouble when you have to give them seats. And the big thing you need to think about, and you need to have an open mind. The problem with you, Sanju, is that you come very well prepared, but you often don't have an open mind when counterpoints are made to you. See, listen, counterpoint is this, that you are coming in with a chance because you're riding on strong anti-incumbency, nothing else. You know, she has 2 terms in power, 10 years, people want a change. Now, if you take all their people and you put them up as your candidates, I think Sumit Bhaumik is a very experienced journalist. He's correct. When people come to vote, they also look at the candidate, not just the party. Whatever the candidates may say, after 9.5 years of being with the Trinamool, they can attack the Trinamool. But at the end of the day, you put them up as candidates and people will see that you're basically, it's old wine in new bottle. No, don't debate with me. Tell Sumit Bhaumik your view. Let's take the debate forward.
Yes. I'm going to be as pointed as I can be. Let me tell you that I have tremendous respect for Mr. Bhaumik. I regularly read his pieces. Be that as it may, the fact of the matter, Arnab, is that you understand the political landscape as much as Mr. Bhaumik does, and BJP is a cadre-based party. While it's true that heavyweights like a Suvendu Adhikari, Shilabhadra Datta, Jitendra Tiwari, and dozens others who are likely to abandon the sinking ship that is Trinamool Congress and join BJP, is there going to be a problem of plenty for the BJP? Let me tell you, BJP is a party with more than 18 crore members. It is disciplined. We do not have a policy of political brinkmanship, which is the policy which Trinamool Congress and Mamata Didi have followed disastrously over the last 10 years. We believe in judiciousness, and I think there is a lot of discipline which is there for everyone to see. I remember before Yogi Adityanath became the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, or even before Yediyurappa became the Chief Minister of Karnataka, there were 24 names floating around and everybody said, oh, if X becomes the Chief Minister, the faction belonging to Y or Z is going to get disappointed. But look, Yogi Adityanath has had a stellar term. We'll have elections in 2022. Look at Karnataka. Yediyurappa is cruising along pretty fine. So the fact of the matter is that I will disagree with you very politely, Arnab, when you say that we are riding on anti-incumbency. No. Our vote share has consistently gone up from 4% in 2011 to 10.3% in 2016 to a whopping 41%
That's also because of anti-incumbency to a large extent. Come on now, please don't
And
don't.
this
You
kind
have
of
to be a political
phenomenal
realist.
rise in vote share cannot be because of anti-incumbency alone. Just let me complete, Arnab. Let me tell you one more thing. Trinamool Congress has been notorious for stonewalling various central government schemes. Mamata Banerjee stonewalled the Smart City Mission. Mamata Banerjee stonewalled even the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan survey. Mamata Banerjee stonewalled the Common Engineering Test exam. Mamata Banerjee stonewalled the Real Estate Regulatory Authority Act scheme. She stonewalled the Ayushman Bharat from being implemented. She stonewalled the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana from being implemented. So tell me, do you think today's electorate is not aware that personal hubris and ego have overtaken everything else, and the welfare of the electorate has been made secondary for the Trinamool Congress? And that is where the BJP scores. Do not second guess Amit Shah and the JP Nadda combined. And
Joydeep's coming back to the debate.
Delivered. I'll give you a simple
Joydeep wants to come back to the debate.
I'll give you a simple
Joydeep countering you. Joydeep.
You know something?
A counter's coming in. Joydeep.
Beneficiary of the revenue deficit grant given to states. It is states like Kerala and West Bengal which have got the highest amount in terms of revenue deficit grant from the center.
Hello, madam. Perhaps madam is not aware of the ground reality of the Bengal politics. And Amit Shah and JP Nadda, they may be the national leader of the BJP, but they don't know the ABCD of the pulse of the Bengal sentiment. If they have,
they do not know the ABCD. You know everything, and that is why your people are jumping the ship. Has anyone from BJP joined the Trinamool Congress? No. Suvendu Adhikari is joining the BJP. Jitendra Tiwari is likely to join. Shilabhadra Datta is likely to join. Rajiv Banerjee, your forest minister, is likely to join.
Sumit Bhavik is also on. Sumit Bhavik on the right.
Niyam Sheikh, your MLA from Harihar Pada, is likely to join.
Okay, Sangeet Ragi is also on the debate. 1 minute.
Jitendra Acharya is likely to join. These are all heavy
No. BJP got 18 seats in the parliament, and Jaideep is saying that the BJP doesn't know the ABCD of Bengal politics. BJP got equal percentage of the votes in Bengal politics. It is going to match the strength in terms of the percentage of the votes that
you should be introspecting rather than giving a bhashan to the BJP spokesperson.
Yet they are saying that the BJP doesn't understand the politics.
No, they don't know the ABCD.
Why did you not implement Ayushman Bharat? Why did you not implement the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana? Why did you scrap the Common Engineering Test for West Bengal? Why did you not implement the Real Estate Regulatory Authority Act in West Bengal? Why did you not implement the Smart City Mission? You have never paid heed to the agenda of development. Your politics is the politics of brinkmanship and one-upmanship, and that is going to cost you dearly.
Is BJP a pirate party? Is BJP a party of pirates? Why are you looting from Bengal? Who gave you the right from looting?
BJP has an ideology. BJP has organizational skills. BJP has a leader like Narendra Modi, the most powerful and popular leader in post-independent India. BJP has brilliant people like Amit Shah and JP Nadda. Who do you have? You have a Prashant Kishore. You have a Prashant Kishore who has changed umpteen parties, RJD, JDU, Congress, BJP, God knows XYZ. Abhishek Banerjee is the nephew of Mamata Banerjee who is running the government by proxy. We have Dilip Ghosh, we have Kailash Vijayvargiya, we have young leader Soumitra Khan, we will soon have Suvendu Adhikari, but you have young leader Mamata Banerjee. And she is in her ivory tower. She is in her ivory tower. She does not have any connect with people on the ground.
Without anybody else.
Be ready for a crushing defeat. Be ready for a crushing defeat. BJP will win more than 200 seats.
You people
Binay Singh and Rajat and 1 minute, let's get everyone in. Now Binay and Rajat, and then I'll come to you, Smita. One point is this, please. Listen. I think the next 2 days are going to be very interesting. I think you need to look at Amit Shah's visit. You need to look, he's going to Ramakrishna Mission, he's going to the Kali Mandir, then he's going beyond rallies. If you look at the style of campaigning, he's going beyond rallies. There is a cultural aspect to his visit. And the target is very clear, and you know the interaction with the booth level workers. What I just need to tell Anirban and everyone is that, you see, Mera Booth Sabse Majboot, this whole campaign of the BJP has been very successful, and without this effort, no, 1 second, without this effort, they got 40.5% vote share in the 2019 elections. Please don't get overconfident. So Binay and Rajat, without this effort, 2019 they got over 40% vote share is not a small thing.
Better than the BJP, mark my words.
No, so I agree.
Mark my words, the left
See,
and
understand
Congress
that
Okay, thank you, Binay.
National election might not.
Are you being overconfident?
And TMC is finished. TMC is history. And TMC is just left with all the leaders are gone, and TMC is left with
No, I wouldn't go this far.
Leaded by Mamata Banerjee's nephew.
I wouldn't call the battle so soon.
Post 2019, the BJP hasn't done anything for the welfare of Bengalis, neither for the welfare of Indians.
Those who are with TMC, they will leave in the coming time. And the TMC is left with criminals and smugglers. The coal mafias, the daru mafias, the sand mafias, the cattle smuggling mafias. So these are the TMC leaders now. And Mamata Banerjee is finished. The TMC is finished.
Rajat.
And Arnab, there was a myth that Mamata Banerjee is a pan-West Bengal leader. She is not a pan-West Bengal leader.
Why are you so well acquainted about the mafias?
TMC is a conglomeration of so many leaders having clouds in different areas. So all the leaders,
Well, let me give a more realistic assessment of the situation. Let me give you a more realistic assessment.
Rajat.
National election tends to favor the incumbent, sitting incumbent Prime Minister Modi. People in Bengal knew that they are going and voting for Prime Minister Modi. Hence, you can presume that 40% plus vote share, enthusiastically the people voted for making Prime Minister Modi the next Prime Minister for next 5 years. However, this time,
nothing good has been done in the welfare of the citizens.
It was your government's responsibility. If nothing has been done, it is your acute failure, and you are to be held responsible squarely. Now, that is not what the moot question is. The moot question here is, who has the momentum? Who has the electoral momentum as of today? The clear answer for that is BJP. I'm not going to say that this battle is over. The battle is going to be fiercely contested in the days ahead. But I can tell you that BJP has a significant advantage at this position, primarily because of the momentum. Initially, TMC was an invincible force. It was like thinking about West Bengal beyond Mamata Banerjee was very difficult. But today, the invincibility around Mamata Banerjee has been shaken,
nothing has been done for the welfare of the citizens.
Sir, forget it.
The country is watching you guys. You are just trying to hijack power.
To course correct is
you are
over.
just trying to hijack power.
To do development.
You tried all tricks of the trade.
Wasting
nothing worked in West Bengal.
Last few months are left. Now you can't talk about development.
Sir, cooking gas prices have been raised.
If you had done anything, people would be talking about it. The party spokespersons need not come out and speak about it. You did not do anything for 9 years, sir. And now the result will come up in the 10th year.
What are you offering the Bengalis?
She came.
Except for Hindu-Muslim divide.
We are offering them protection.
Unite the country.
To their culture.
This will not work in West Bengal.
On Jati Mati. We are going to offer them what Mamata Banerjee promised them.
Good has been
beyond those issues, beyond those issues, I'd like to get.
That's what she came in for.
I'd like to go get Smita and Mr. Bhaumik back on the debate. Can I come in for a minute, please? There's a lot of reaction, and viewers, I want to tell you, there's going to be really large-scale coverage of Amit Shah's visit in Bengal starting tomorrow morning. We have to watch out for this. And I want to make another point, Smita and Mr. Bhaumik. there has been an accelerated spate of political violence, but violence cannot stop voters, and I truly believe that some issues are coming up here. Though Mr. Bhaumik has better feet on the ground, I tell you there are, like, 14th December, how is that the political violence of 14th December where two BJP workers, Sukhdev Pramanik and Saikat Bhawal, were brutally killed within 24 hours in North Chaubish Pargana and East Bardhaman, going to change the fact that there have been 2,100 complaints of financial embezzlement of Amphan relief. I am told it's a big issue that in the name of Amphan relief a lot of money was taken away. Now, fact is that there is a sense of terror today in the media also in Bengal. Not everybody is picking up these issues. There is pressure on the media, we all know about it, but there is also people, there are para teachers who are on indefinite hunger strike, saying we want to increase in wages. Right? The Calcutta High Court this week pulled up the government for irregularities in primary teachers' recruitment process. There is another scam brewing there. Right? So you have to realize, even if there's a scam in the distribution of relief material during Amphan, these are issues. If anybody thinks, Smita and Mr. Bhaumik, that these issues will go away when you only carry out political violence, it doesn't. I feel people often do not give you the reason why they are going to vote against or for a party. They hide it. Today it is entirely possible that people will reflect it when they go to vote. Am I right? So even the issues, people may be quiet about it. Even the media today, media in Bengal is very muted on these issues.
Media is not on it because the media doesn't cover it. National media doesn't cover Bengal the way. National media has not covered Bengal the way it should have, it ought to have, and it is not come into focus. And you rightly said that these are issues which bubble over. And what happens is that when it comes into focus in the last couple of months before elections, political parties try to cover it up with various things. But the fact is that these will come up. What I want to bring out also, which you said, truly that Amit Shah campaigning in Bengal is just the start. Because, you'll soon have Modi campaigning here, Gadkari, Smriti Irani, Yogi probably, all of them will come because for the BJP, they want to signal out right and clear to Bengal that your heritage is India's heritage. It's a shared heritage. So there's no this outsider, insider business, All states have to figure out that the heritage, whether it is cultural, whether it is social, whether it is political, it is not restricted to just the region. It is part and parcel of India. So this outsider, insider, whether it is Tamil Nadu or whether it is Telangana or whether now it is Bengal, everybody has to figure out that all states, for every political party, all states are Indian states and they will go inside and campaign like they are Indian issues but tackle it at a lower level. What is a matter of concern, as you rightfully pointed out, is the safety of Mr. Shah in the next 2 days. Because after what happened to Mr. Nadda, I think the state has to ensure that Mr. Shah's visit out there goes without an incident.
Can I come in there?
I agree with you. But I made a point on the media. I was told that Mahua Maitra of the Trinamool Congress, she once lashed out at a reporter recently at a press conference saying, who has called these Dui Paishar press here? 2 paisa worth media. I couldn't, I was shocked. She said, who has called this Dui Paishar press here? Remove them from here. I think it reflects a lot of arrogance. A lot of arrogance. And this is not governance, this is arrogance. Mr. Bhaumik, would you like to add?
I'll make 3 points here. I fully agree with Smita that this insider-outsider thing is not going to work, surely not in Bengal. This may work in some other fringe regions, Bairod, Manu, Amuk, Tamuk. This does not work in Bengal. Okay, Mother Teresa is as much a part of Bengal, or for that matter, the great hockey player Gurbakht Singh, as any Bengali ethnically speaking. So Bengal is not ethnically driven, as we know very well. and it was the capital of British India. So this insider-outsider thing is all nonsense. And Prashant Kishore then is as much of an outsider as anybody else coming from BJP. So I don't buy this nonsense very much. Yeah, the issue here is political. The issue here is political. The late Jyoti Basu once told me, you know, when in some other context, the water sharing treaty with he said, you know, one bucket of water going there or here is not an issue. The issue is political. It's true. The issue here is political. The politically speaking, there are 3 points.
Do you support the domicile act by
and I will again say, you know, I'm not talking of, you know, I don't disagree with Sanju when she says it's a massive party, disciplined party. The core of your party is disciplined.
Please make a small point
but you're
or
taking in a
not.
lot of people from different political cultures.
Can I
so
please
I you know, that is a problem. These adjustment problems are serious, especially when this happens close to election. And this is reflected in terms of aspirations. How that Subhendu, when he comes with so many
I have to wrap, Sanju, 10 seconds if you want a response. Only 10 seconds.
Tickets. This is the first point.
Okay.
Second point,
Arnab, I just want to say, Mr. Bhaumik, just a minute, we heard you. I want to make one last point. Politics in India today is no longer, as Smita mentioned, about insider versus outsider.
One second, okay, Sanju, wait. Sanju, wait. Let him complete.
I think it is about development politics.
Sanju, wait, let him complete.
Shout me down. Don't try to shout me down. I studied in a military school. I can command parade grounds. Don't try to shout me down. Please listen.
What is this?
When
Why
I'm
is
not
he screaming so
interrupting
much?
when you people
You
are
asked me to
Calm
come in.
down,
Arnab
calm down,
asked
calm
me
down,
to come in, so I came in. Stop shouting at me.
You're criticizing the media here.
Arnab asked me to come in, so I came in. Stop
Okay,
shouting
calm
at
down.
me like that.
Calm down.
Calm down. I have the right to put my
Calm
word.
down. Everyone, no, 1 second, everyone calm down.
I have the right to come in. It's a debate. It's a debate. If you can't
Calm
stand
down,
the heat,
please. I
don't come
request
into the
you.
kitchen.
I'm requesting you.
Okay? I came in
I'm
after
requesting you
Arnab asked me to
both.
come in. Stop behaving like a bully.
I'm requesting you both.
I will not have you shout me down.
I'm requesting you both,
I will not have you shout
please.
me down.
Nonsense.
Okay, 1 second. Once I was only short of time. Please calm down. Please calm down.
You are not the anchor. You are a participant
Arnab,
like
can I
me.
please make
Let
a last
Arnab
point?
conduct it. And let me
I want to say
Calm
today's politics
down,
is about
please.
development.
I'm only because
Whether
I'm
you
short
see
of
the
time, no other
BJP
reason.
stunning victory in Bihar, you see the fact that we
I
won
request
the
you.
Zilla.
Mind me, you can
Okay,
you cannot point.
I have-
Or you look at the stupendous
both of you.
track record
No.
in Kerala.
Sumit Bhaumik is on the debate.
BJP has
Sumit Bhaumik
been
is on the
on a
debate.
winning
Sumit Bhaumik is on the debate.
Because development is
I
the
want to tell
only
you Sumit
agenda
Bhaumik is
that
on the
we
debate.
take
Viewers,
to the people.
I want to
And
tell
think
you
that is
Sumit
what
Bhaumik and
people want
Sanju,
to
without any
hear.
disrespect to either of you, I want you to understand my compulsion as the anchor of time. I wish I could give more time to both sides. Please don't take it otherwise. We're all watching Bengal very closely. We need all sides, and we need all sides on the debate. I respect you all. Please don't take it personally. We'll cover Bengal in greater detail over the next 2 days and the next couple of weeks and months. Viewers, for want of time tonight, I'll have to say sorry. I'll wrap up the debate, and I'll see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Good night and goodbye. And on this happy occasion, officially announcing the launch of Republic Bangla. Officially, let us use the opportunity. Breaking news, the Republic Network has officially announced the launch of Republic Bangla. Kolkata, আমরা শীঘ্রই আসছি আপনাদের সাথে আপনাদেরকে 24 ঘন্টা ব্রেকিং নিউজ দেওয়ার জন্য আমাদের স্টাইলে তো রিপাবলিক বাংলা is coming, ladies and gentlemen, the official launch of Republic Bangla. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip